Hey y'all, Juliana here. I'm out at Covey Rise where we've come upon a population of Meadow Beauty wildflowers belonging to the Rexia genus. You can recognize Meadow Beauty by their 4 large showy petals and their 8 bright yellow and very showy stamen. Now, Meadow Beauty is a really interesting wildflower in that it doesn't offer a nectar reward for its pollinators, but instead only offers pollen. But it's a very stingy pollen offerer. Instead of allowing the pollen to be on the outside of the stamen where just any old pollinator can access it, Meadow Beauty, or Rexia, keeps its pollen inside its stamen, safely wrapped up in little tubes, which means only particular types of pollinators know the password to get the pollen out of those tubes. For the Rexia, this is called buzz pollination, and what they want is for native bees to come access that pollen. In order for native bees to get to the pollen, they have to grab onto the stamen and vibrate their wing muscles without actually flapping their wings. This causes the right frequency of vibrations, which rattles around the pollen inside the stamen and allows the pollen to bounce around and exit from the tip of the stamen where there is a nice exit route. Then the pollen lands on the body of the bee, and they can then collect up the pollen and take it back to feed their young. Now, Rexia's stinginess gets a little bit further because only 4 of the stamen of Rexia actually offers pollen that the bee can collect off of her body and take back to her young. The other 4 stamen are a little bit longer, and they place the pollen on the bee's body in places where she can't groom it and collect it, which means the next time she visits a Rexia flower, hopefully that loose, ungroomed pollen hits a stigma and pollinates the Rexia. It's a really fascinating way of ensuring pollination and feeding your pollinators.